Hello everyone, welcome to my channel The Earth. Today we are going to discuss very important topic, that is materiality assessment. Materiality assessment is very important exercise in terms of reporting ESG parameters which are material to organization and its stakeholders. So what is materiality assessment? So basically materiality assessment is the process of identifying and prioritizing the most significant environmental, social and governance issues which impact organizations, stakeholders and the business itself. So how materiality assessment is conducted? So we will discuss various steps of the materiality assessment. So the first step is the stakeholder engagement. So we know that there are internal and external stakeholders in the organization. So it is very important to take into consideration their priorities, their concerns, and accordingly we have to conduct this assessment. So there are various stakeholders like employees. Employees are the internal stakeholders, suppliers, customers, so which are external stakeholders. So we know that for employees the important issues could be their wages and their work-life balance, and for suppliers the continuous supply of raw material, how it is affecting the production of the final products. For customers it is the product safety. So these are various issues, and for governance and for regulatory issues we have compliances. So these are various concerns for the stakeholders. So we identify that and then accordingly we report them. So this is the first step, the stakeholder engagement. Moving on, the next step in materiality assessment is issue identification. As we know that we can classify environmental, social and governance in different parameters. So in E part we have different factors like climate change, natural resources, pollution and waste, biodiversity. In social we have human rights, supply chain standards, labor management. In governance we have corporate governance, corruption and instability, executive pay. So these are various parameters under E, S and G. Now what we do in materiality assessment, we rank the parameters based on our stakeholder engagement as well as our internal analysis, that how these parameters will impact the stakeholders as well as how it will impact the business. So we rank them from on the scale of 0 to 5 or maybe 0 to 10. And for energy company we know that climate change is an important aspect, so we may rank them from 10 out of 10 for stakeholders because it has negative impact on the environment. And for any IT firm we know that data privacy is a very important aspect, so we rank that topic, we rank this parameter as 10 out of 10. So this is how we rank the issues. And this is the sample matrix. If you look at this matrix, there are two axes. On x-axis we have the impact for the organization, so how this material topic will impact the organization, and on y-axis how it will impact the stakeholders. So based on stakeholder engagement we know that various parameters have higher impact on stakeholders based on the priorities and concerns of the stakeholders, and for some of the parameters which is less concern for organization as well as stakeholders. So as we have ranked the various factors, various parameters, and then we map it on this matrix. So for 10 out of 10 parameter we have ranked it here, and similarly as we go towards the less importance, so this direction we're moving towards less importance. So this is the high importance zone. This is very high, this is high, this is medium importance, and this is low importance zone. So this is how we map the issues, we map the parameters on this matrix. Moving on, let's discuss the materiality matrix of Hindustan Unilever. So this is a sample example which I have shown to understand that how we have mapped. We know that Hindustan Unilever is an FMCG company. So for them agriculture sourcing, water, and deforestation are important parameters. So it has been mapped on the higher side of the business, and it is also mapped on the higher sides of the stakeholders. So it is important for stakeholder as well as it has higher impact on the business. And as we move towards the lower importance, we know that, so if you can see marine environment, communicable diseases, etc., which has low importance on business as well as low importance on stakeholders. So how we map that whether it is high importance or low importance? So basically we decide that based on our stakeholder engagement, that how various stakeholders respond to the questions, or how they prioritize their answers based on these parameters, and how these parameters affect the business. Like suppose if this company does not take action on water consumption, because water is very material issue for them and it is used in so many products. So if they do not take any action, then it will have negative impact on the business, because they are consuming more water. And for stakeholders, if there is an IT firm and if they are not taking proactive actions in terms of data security or data privacy, then the company's business might get impacted. So for IT company, the data privacy would be very high in terms of importance to stakeholders. So this is a sample materiality matrix. Moving on. So why is materiality assessment important for organizations? It is important because materiality assessment will generate trust in the stakeholders. So if you are conducting that exercise of stakeholder engagement, then it will have trust in the stakeholders. Stakeholder will trust your business because you are also taking into consideration their concerns and you are prioritizing their issues. So that is why it is important. Another reason for materiality assessment is risk management. So as we identify various ES and G factors, various parameters, that how they are impacting business as well as stakeholders. So we can know that these issues we have to prioritize so that we can minimize the risk. Another important aspect is strategic decision making. So we can strategize our planning and resources, because some parameters would result in more efforts from employees, and it will also help stakeholders to minimize their concerns, to minimize their issues, and that is strategic decision making is very important for the long term success of the organization. So it was all about materiality assessment. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon.